Guys, they said Kabiyesi's wives run as fast as their legs can carry them. When Kabiyesi brought out the ancient sword for them to swear with, you know that this thing that has been going on in the palace, they said each and every one of them that want to buy will confess. And at the end of their confession or on the process of their confession, they will involve the Olories, how the Olories have summoned them to come and help them to send Queen Naomi out of the palace, either by buying her or by scaring her out. So, and the first person have confessed. She said the Oloris are the ones that called them. That one, by the second person, the same thing. The third person, up over 5 to 6 people that have died over these incidents. They all said that the Oloris have been the one that called them, that summoned them to come and do this job for them. They paid them hugely. They even promised them to take over the palace if they succeed, you know. So, and the Oloris are denying it. Anyway, for the interest of those who do not understand what we are saying, the other day we heard that Ile-Ife people woke up to see 27 dead cats in the palace. And after that day, the next day we heard, it was the morning that day that we heard that about 23 people have been rushed to the hospitals. They were all suffering the same thing that by the cats, which happens to be fireborn and everything. So, and they are complaining, each and every one of them that wants to die, they say they are confessing before buying, and their confession is pointing an accusing finger on the Oloris. According to them, they said the Oloris have summoned them. These people are witchy people. All these witchy, those ones that fly at night and all of that. And each one of them is saying that the Oloris summoned them. They said one of them in particular called Igbi's name, you know, while others are saying that the Oloris are the ones that summoned them in their group to ask them to come and help them send Queen Naomi out. That Kabiyesi thought he can take them at unawares. That Kabiyesi thought that he is very smart, that they are going to finish up Queen Naomi to Timaya that night. But as God may have it, Queen Naomi came prepared, and the God she serves is indeed a living God. Because if not that she served a living God, they would have finished her up. Maybe Kabiyesi will wake up to see her dead body in the royal manor, or she will be pushed out, manipulated out as usual. But because she came prepared, because she knows that a battle is ahead of her, and God was with her too, or God is with her too, she was able to defeat all of them by putting them in such state that they are dying one after the other. But the Oloris that those ones are calling are saying that they are innocent, that they don't know what these people are talking about, that people are seeing it that they are the only ones that is fighting Queen Naomi, that major people that are fighting Queen Naomi are those people who have their meetings in the palace at night, whose Queen Naomi's prayers is destroying their meetings and everyone. So when this thing keep going like this, they said the Oloris decided that they are going to go to Kabiyesi to plead with him not to be listening to all those people that are saying everything against them, that their hands are clean, that they don't have anything to do with what is going on, even though they don't like that Naomi returns back to the palace. But there is no how they would have wanted her to buy just because she entered the royal manor. But we do know that that is what they want. They are just pretending. They are just going there to make Kabiyesi. And I believe that they must have one or two juju in their pockets to go and use it to hypnotize Kabiyesi, to make Kabiyesi believe in what they are saying. But disgracefully, they said, on getting there, Kabiyesi, who have been born in, they say Kabiyesi is very, very angry over this incident. That what is it that Queen Naomi have done to them that they really want her out of the picture completely? What did she do to them? What is it? What is it? Did she eat their yam? Eh? Did she take their children? What is it that she have done that every one of them is fighting against her? This is the same thing they did while she was in the palace before. She left the palace close to 2 years. She have been out there. And now that she have returned back, they think they are going to start again. That this time around, he's not going to keep quiet. That any one of them that tries anyhow, they will see anyhow. So my people, that was how they said the Oloris gathered. They went to see Kabiyesi. And Kabiyesi was in his throne room from what we heard. And when they entered, they greeted Kabiyesi as usual. They were seated and they started one after the other. They said it was Igbi who started by telling Kabiyesi that Kabiyesi, they are sorry because of what is happening right now, because this thing that is happening is bringing bad name to the Ife people entirely, especially Kabiyesi. It's not all about the Olories, because how can you hear that in a town about 27 cats die at night? It simply means that that town is not known for, let me not use certain words here, but, and before you know it, they say people are dying. If this information is true, then it's a very big, I don't know. So Kabiyesi, they said Igbi started Kabiyesi how sorry she feels that all of this is happening, but the worst part is that they are being called and all of that, that Kabiyesi, they have come to let you know that they are not involved in any way, that they love you, they would like to protect your image, they would do everything to ensure that you're not, your name is not dent and all of that. They said after she finished her own, she closed her one and remember that a day before that day they came, they said she have come to see Kabiyesi, and Kabiyesi disgraced her and embarrassed her out of his sight, saying that he know that she is the one, especially when one of them cried and said that it was Igbi who summoned her to summon her groups. That day they said Kabiyesi was not happy with Igbi at all, such that he blasted Igbi out of his sight. So when all of them started saying their own, they said after Igbi, Ronke started her own, Kabiyesi, you know that even though they don't like Queen Naomi before, but right now Queen Naomi have come back to the palace, all they want is reconciliation, let Queen Naomi accept them as their co-wives, that they are ready to coexist with her, live in peace, this and that, blah, 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 blah. They say while she was saying all of that, Kabiyesi was just looking at them. Kabiyesi did not utter a word. One after the other, they said their own. Even Ashley. Ashley said, despite everything that has happened, that Kabiyesi can be a witness how much she loves Queen Naomi and want to be with Queen Naomi. But it's just that Queen Naomi always misunderstood her, blah, blah, blah. They said, after saying all of that, Kabiyesi said, wait. The next minute, Kabiyesi went inside and reappeared before them with an ancient sword. They said Kabiyesi told them, if you know that you do not have a hand in what is happening right now to these people, you did not summon them in any way, you don't have any idea of it, you are not in any way, you don't have any insight about what happens to this, that come forward, touch the royal sword and say, I do not know anything about it, that if you survive it, you'll be my best wife henceforth. If not, that you are going to leave this palace at once. They said, my people, none of them, I mean none of them. Dr. Elizabeth was not part of them because she know that Kabiyesi did not accuse her. They said none of these other Oloris was able to step forward. The next thing you hear is Kabiyesi, excuse, I'm coming. Kabiyesi, excuse, I'm coming. That is how all of them, they said if you see them running, I don't even think, maybe they thought that Kabiyesi was coming before, after them with the sword. They said the moment they left that throne room, the next thing, if you see how they are running, they carry their slippers on their hand. If you see them running, hey, my people, don't forget that these are all alleged information, okay? Always remember that do not live in the palace. Now, as I hear them, now, so I share them with you. Always bear that in mind. That is how they go. And Kabiyesi already know who they are. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel and share my video. Bye. I love you guys.